I want to talk for a little bit about this idea I present inside Knowings with the eagle and the chickadees. I use a lot of bird references and a lot of bird metaphors because I find that it connects to a lot of people and the gender connotations can be removed right off the hop. So, with the eagle and the chickadees, every single week, many times a week, I teach these principles to people who come and ask me questions or have problems and they forget who they are. They really forget who they are, which I like to think is like the eagle at heart. So, if we think about the eagle and the chickadees, where I live, east of the Rocky Mountains in Canada, there are these birds, which is why I use them as the references. Whenever I see an eagle, it's high above everything else, usually sitting on a telephone pole or sitting high up in a tree. When I'm doing river floats or fly fishing down the Bow or the Old Man River, the eagles are perched looking for the right opportunity to get what they need, which is generally food. Um, they're not down there messing around with the chickadees. And if we think about chickadees and what they travel in clusters or packs. They're very squawky. They are a little dramatic. If somebody walks by, there's an uproar with the chickadees. And I was talking to a friend today, and she is a business owner with staff in the wellness business. She has a salon. And sometimes the line is crossed where she is acting more like a chickadee than the eagle. And in the role she's in leading this business and in leading this team, she needs to be the eagle. So sometimes when she brings to me business problems, concerns, she forgets who she is, that she's the eagle. And she needs to get herself to a higher vantage point, to have a higher perspective, to have a different view on what's going on. Otherwise, she's just down there behaving like the chickadees. So we always have a choice to be the eagle or to be the chickadee. And I ask you to choose wisely and know, there's a time and place for everything. Know when you're in chickadee mode and know when you're in eagle mode. I myself am a pretty big loner, a pretty big introvert, and I'm often taking the stance of the eagle, or what I like is the owl as well. It just retreats, it's in the nest, it sits quietly. It's not out there messing around, it's not out there causing problems. It's very intentional. Everything it does is with intentionality. And that's what we practice in the first week of the Nest Summer School Challenge, where we find our knowings. We dive deeper into all the principles in the Knowings book. We have different workbooks, we have the Knowings workbook, and you dive deeper into where you need to remind yourself that you're an eagle. You need to take a higher vantage point, and you need to make sure that your boundaries are in check and that your snow globe is on, so that you're not letting any outside things influence what you need to settle inside. And you're not letting your inside world spill out and cause havoc and cause chaos and cause drama in other people's lives. That's not what we're here for. We're here to do you. We're here to settle inside your nest or your globe. And we're here to make sure that you remember to take the higher perspective. So if this is stuff you want to work on, join me over in the Nest for the Summer School Challenge. And you can join at any time between July 15th and September 15th. And you'll get access to the modules as they drop every week. And you'll get access to me twice a week for live group coaching, where you can bring questions about what we're talking about or bring any questions relevant to what's going on in your life right now. I look forward to seeing you there over in the Nest. The link is below if you want to join. $97 for the whole 8 weeks. Join anytime. And I'll see you in the Nest.